As the battle between Jujutsu sorcerers and Ryoumen Sukuna is slowly but surely reaching its end, I would like to talk about the insane force of nature that is Ryoumen Sukuna, at least his abilities, that is. For those who don't know, pretty much every aspect of Sukuna's arsenal has been made public, and I would like to go over each and every one of his abilities that he possesses. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, to start things off, we obviously have to go over the base of all Jujutsu, being cursed energy. And saying this man has a lot of cursed energy might be an insult because he seems to possess an insane amount of cursed energy. So much so that Yuta stated that Sukuna has about double the amount of cursed energy he has. For reference, Yuta has more cursed energy than Gojo, and it has been stated multiple times in the series that Yuta possesses so much cursed energy that it almost seemed boundless. And in the battle against Gojo, he was constantly opening his domain, almost as if his cursed energy reserves were boundless. Now, under cursed energy, he also has the best cursed energy control in the series, and his battle against Sukuna, Gojo was constantly able to switch between domain amplification and his innate curse technique. As Kashimovin stated that he's so efficient with cursed energy that it was on the level of that of the 6 eyes. And mind you, the 6 eyes are special eyes that allows the user to reduce cursed energy's consumption to almost zero, meaning Sukuna could fight using cursed energy over a long period of times without bothering about potentially ever running out. Now, still under cursed energy, Sukuna is also capable of using reversed cursed energy, which to simply put is just the opposite of cursed energy. But what truly makes this so impressive is that in order to make reverse cursed energy, you need to multiply cursed energy by itself. And to do that is easier said than done, as there isn't an exact way to learn this, which means it has most times just comes down to natural talent. Now, under reverse curse energy, we also have reverse curse techniques, which simply put is a way to use reverse curse energy. Now, you can use RCT on your base curse technique to get an opposite effect. We have yet to see Sukuna do this, but for the most part, he uses this for healing damage he gains in battle. But also in the battle against Gojo, Sukuna learned from Gojo that you can actually be able to use your burnt out curse technique by simply destroying and healing that part of your brain in which your technique is stored. And although I said simply, it's extremely hard to perform, with many characters stating that it shouldn't even be possible. Once again, this just goes to show how good at Jujutsu sorcery he is. Now, to move into the main part of Sukuna's arsenal, that being his innate curse technique. Sukuna's innate curse technique, Shrine, at the base level is a slashing attack that releases high-speed slashes that are invisible to everyone except from Sukuna himself, and also a flame attack. Now, Sukuna is able to release 2 types of slashes at the base level, that being Dismantle and Cleave. Now, Dismantle being a ranged slash attack that is very fast and pretty destructive. Sukuna normally uses this against inanimate objects, but he's also able to use this against sorcerers and curses to deal damage. Now, during his battle against Gojo, using Maharaga's adaptation to infinity, Sukuna was able to adjust Dismantle so that its range would be extended to the world itself. The world generally meaning space, as Sukuna is able to target the space in which his target occupies, and in the process cuts anything within that range. A simple way to put it is that rather than cutting a simple page in a book, he would rather cut the entire book itself, in the process cutting all the pages. Cleave, on the other hand, is a slashing attack that adjusts itself based on its target's toughness and amount of cursed energy it possesses, in order to take them out in one attack, although he needs to have made contact in any form with that target beforehand. Now, a variant of Cleave is Spiderweb, whereby touching the ground, it adjusts itself to the surrounding, destroying everything in a single attack. Now, although contact must be made in order to use Cleave, that isn't the case when he's in his domain. Now, for the last ability under Sukuna's curse technique, we have Divine Flame, or Furnace if you prefer. It's a flame-based attack in the form of an arrow that Sukuna is able to use only after using Cleave and Dismantle. It not only has a large range, but has a very high attack potency, as it's not only able to destroy a large portion of Shibuya, but was able to destroy Maharaga in one attack. Now, due to a binding vow Sukuna made, he is unable to use Divine Flame when against multiple targets outside his domain, but when in his domain, Not only is the speed and range of the flames increased, but also the power, as it also helps for its sure hits, is able to take out almost any opponent. Now, while we're on the topic of binding vows, Sukuna has shown that he possesses an adept understanding of how binding vows work, as he's seemingly able to introduce them into his curse technique with ease. Now, for those who may not understand what a binding vow is, well, to put it the best way I can, it's a contract made with cursed energy. It can be made between two people or with just yourself. It's kind of like an equivalent exchange. You give or lose something to gain something of equal value. Now, let's move on to Sukuna's domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine. Now, first things you need to know about Sukuna's domain is that it's quite different from pretty much every other domain expansion in the series, in the sense that it doesn't have a barrier that makes its own alternate space or dimension, and in turn creates a binding vow that gives his target a space to escape, but at the same time increases the range of the guaranteed hit to about 200 meters. One of the mainstay perks of Malevolent Shrine is that, due to the fact that it doesn't have a barrier, means there isn't any way to destroy his domain, at least through any practical means, other than to take out Sukuna himself. But good luck with that. Which means, for the most part, once Sukuna launches his domain, it's over. Another piece of information worth noting is that Sukuna is capable of seamlessly changing the condition of his domain to better suit the battle, but he has only done this while fighting Gojo, as no other character has been able to push him that far. Now, we've covered pretty much all of Sukuna's main abilities, but he's also capable of so much more. For example, he's quite skilled when it comes to anti-domain techniques, like domain amplification, but he rarely ever does this because he rarely ever needs to. He's also capable of other anti-domain techniques like Hollow Baker Basket. This erects a domain that cancels out the sure hit effect of any domain you currently occupy, and it's actually the predecessor to Simple Domain. Yeah, that's pretty much all the abilities Sukuna actually possesses. Now, before we've finished the video, it's also worth mentioning that he has also been shown to possess multiple curse tools, most of which we do not know what abilities they grant, but one that we do know of is the Kamotoke, which is apparently releases electricity-based attacks, and that's about it. Well, that's all of Sukuna's curse techniques and abilities, of which you know of as of chapter 261 of the JJK manga. Now, let me know if there's anything I've missed. While you're at it, you can also recommend what topic I should cover in my next video in the comment section. And if you like the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notify bell to let you know when I upload next. With that being said, catch you guys in the next one.